15,525, Class A, submitted by witness on Saturday, April 29, 2006. Evening encounter with fishermen laying catfish lines on the Alapaha River. Year, 1976. Season, fall. Month, October. Date, Friday. State, Georgia. County, Berrien County. Location details. 2 miles east of Alapaha on 82 HWY, right on Osilla Road, 500 feet right on Dirt Road, Farm Road, then 1.5 miles. Nearest town, Alapaha, GA. Nearest road, US HWY 82. Observed. I will start this with what my uncle had always told me and my father about what he called the monkey people. Thought he was BS. On the second weekend in October 1976, first day of bird hunting season, I had stopped in the morning and set 4 catfish lines on the Alapaha River where it joined my uncle's land, 2 miles from Alapaha on US HWY 82 East. This area is known as the Little Lot by local old-timers. After I had finished hunting at just about dark, 7 p.m. or so, I stopped back to see if I had any catfish. This is on a winding private dirt at least 1.5 miles from my uncle's home. I had left my gun in the truck and only had my pocket knife to cut the lines. As I worked with the lines, I heard a sound I had never heard before, very deep, very loud breathing. Then I smelled a strange smell. The smell made me feel uneasy. I was unable to see anything, but as I backed towards the truck, it moved out into a clearing and I was able to see it from about 10 feet. At around 6 foot tall, it looked wet as if it had came from the river. It also had green river scum on its left leg and side. It stopped dead still when it seen me and I wasted no time getting the hell out of there. Also noticed. When I told my uncle, his reply was if that one shocked me. He had seen as many as 3 at a time and he thought they used the river to get around and that they had never tried to harm him and had only stole sweet corn or watermelons. Other witnesses, no. Other stories, there had been reports in the Tifton Gazette mostly making fun of folks who reported it. Time and conditions, around 7 p.m. Environment, backfield that joins river. Follow-up investigation report by BFRO investigator Lee Culver. The witness recounted his experience as described in the report. The witness was in the process of laying several catfish lines and his intention was to go bird hunting shortly thereafter. While laying the lines, he heard a very loud and raspy breathing. He described the breathing as being similar to the breathing that a cow makes when calving. The witness, knowing that black bear frequent the area, turned to see what was making the noise. A very powerful stench-like smell was also present. The witness stated that the smell alone was such as to make one want to immediately leave the area. The witness stated that what he saw did not look like the Sasquatches presented in the Patterson-Gimlin film. What he saw was described as being more like a man covered in fur. He said that the creature's forehead was hairless and had a prominent brow ridge with a wide nose. The eyes were very white and were the most prominent feature remembered by the witness. The body was covered in a mousy brown-colored hair that was wet and matted. The upper body of the torso was wider and broader than the rest of the body, as well as longer than the legs. The left leg was covered in river algae. The arms looked big and heavy. The witness, being armed only with a pocket knife, immediately left the area. The witness and his brother returned to the site the following morning to look for tracks. None were found. They were, however, able to estimate the height of the animal due to its standing near a tree branch from which the witness and his brother were able to measure the height from. They estimated the animal's height as being around 6 feet. The witness has hunted and fished this area since about age 14. Since the encounter, he has never again hunted or fished the area. The witness, also, recounted some of the experiences as described by his uncle, now deceased, who had lived in the immediate area since the 1930s. In brief, his uncle had stated numerous times that he has seen these animals, sometimes, in small groups. They, apparently, would often steal melons and sweet corn from his farm. The goats or chickens, that were also kept there, were never molested. His uncle felt that the animals passed through the area between spring and autumn, as it was during these times that he would encounter them. According to the witness, there has been at least one other sighting in this same area that was published, circa 1980, in the Tifton Gazette, a local area newspaper. The witness of that sighting was apparently a Georgia power lineman who apparently had an encounter that occurred about a mile or so from where the above reported incident happened.